Hello, hello, and welcome to Talking to Food Safety Professionals. My name is Dr. Jenny Lynn James, and I'm a food scientist with over 25 years of experience in the food industry. With me today is Victoria Dupont, all the way from UK. Hello, Victoria.
Hi, Jenny Lance. Thank you very much for having me on your channel today.
Well, Victoria is going to enlighten us today. We always hear stories about food fraud, and it is a very serious problem in the food industry. So, Victoria, please tell us about some instances where you have actually witnessed food fraud in the past.
It's quite interesting, really, Jenny Lind. When I had my contract packing company, I witnessed it several times. On one instance, I had some Turkish delight delivered, of which I had to bag into 100-gram bags. The raw material was delivered straight to me. It went in the hopper in the Aishido weighing and bagging machine.
Mhm.
And of course, the knife on the bagging machine, it kept jamming. The sugar from the Turkish delight was crystallizing on the knife, turning to
Oh,
toffee and wouldn't work. So we looked at the root cause, as one
yes,
does, as a BRC site,
yes.
and it was the excess of sugar. So I
Oh,
got some sieves and we sieved a whole pallet. And from 10 kilos of Turkish delight, we had 4 kilos of sugar,
unbelievable.
which which is a form of food fraud,
Yes,
you
and
know?
cheating the customer. If the customer thinks he's getting ticket delight and it's mostly sugar, bulking up the products,
Yeah,
cheating the customer. Terrible.
absolutely. Another instance, as you're probably aware of, over the years in the UK, we've had substitution of beef for horse meat
Yeah.
by certain retailers. That's quite a common one. We've also had olive oil that's been substituted as
Oh,
well.
yes. That is a common problem. Being diluted with seed oils and cheap oils or mineral oil, which is even worse.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And another interesting one. I once took delivery of some chocolate products, chocolate cake products,
Yes.
and my task in my packing company was to take it out of the outer box, examine it, and put it in little plastic trays, and then put it through a sealing machine. On opening the box of chocolate products, which was a secondary product because it had been sold as a second to my customer,
Yes.
there were plasters in there and pieces of metal from machinery, hairnets, false nails,
False
etc.
nails.
It
Terrible.
was horrendous. So, that was another form in a different way of food fraud in the actual supplier trying to pass off full quantity of product for
Yeah.
financial gain. Yeah, yeah.
Terrible. So, what can the consumer do? Because this food fraud is happening in the background. What can we do as consumers? It's quite concerning.
It is, I think, it's important to buy product that is from a recognized source that
Yes.
has gone through certification. For instance, they're BRC accredited, FSC accredited, and then that they are to a certain standard. And
Right.
also always check the packaging as well. I think it's important to check packaging as well to ensure you know what you're buying.
Yes, yes. We have to really read the labels carefully in the supermarket. And, I would say, okay, first time, second time, you read labels, you experience a problem with a product. So you know which products to avoid when you go to buy your groceries. Because I have been caught without my knowledge buying fake olive oil. You go to the
Mm.
supermarket and there are like at least six different brands, and you wonder which one to select. And some of them, It's temptingly cheap, but when the price is too low, something's wrong for olive oil
Mm,
in
mm,
particular.
mm. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that happens in other products as well, Jenny Lind, don't you?
Yes, yes, we have to be very careful and read the ingredients and the mislabeling. I think mislabeling, for coming back to olive oil, it's say cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. But then when you look
Yes,
at the label, it says um, blended. Blended
yes,
what? So then you have to
exactly.
think blended. And then it's a blend of oil from Spain and Italy and Turkey. And so all these blends, you kind of wonder what what is in the blend. So we really have to read labels and
And I think sorry, Jenny Lind, I think we have to do our research as well. You
yes,
know, as consumers, we need to be aware. So it's important to watch social media, watch the TV, watch the news, and be aware. I think,
yes.
you know, we have to be more than we ever have had to be fair.
Exactly. And we're fortunate now with social media and YouTube in particular, because I've seen quite a few people review olive oils, review honey, and give advice on how to select the best brands, what to look for in the labels. So I've seen quite a few videos like this. So it's quite useful, as you say, for the consumer to do research. And now we have research at our fingertips online.
Absolutely.
Quite a few people have been reviewing fraudulent products and giving advice on how to select the best food for your family in the supermarket.
It was quite interesting how you mentioned honey, Jenny Lind, because I was going to mention that
Yes, yes.
because that has been quite a prevalent issue for years.
I met one person in December who actually worked at a company that made fraudulent honey. Because I was talking about this topic of food fraud, and she told me I worked at a company that mixed sugar and water, put
Mhm.
coloring and honey flavor, and then they bottled the product. She worked at a plant like that. I couldn't believe
Wow.
what I was hearing. So this is
Wow.
somebody who actually saw food fraud, like working at a company that did it, and she said they got away
Mm,
with it for years.
mm.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine? So it was a
It's
quick,
unbelievable.
yes, yes. I've seen fraudulent honey in supermarket chains. Reputable supermarket chains will have like 5 or 6 different brands. The really cheap one in the plastic bottle, you look at it and you think, hmm. But to hear somebody say that they worked at a plant like that, it was quite
Mm,
a revelation for me. I'd never heard that before.
mm, mm.
I
That's
always
quite
thought,
shocking.
yes, it was coming from somewhere else. No, it's right here, right here.
Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah.
it was
Wow.
quite a shock. Okay, well, thank you so much, Victoria. This is an interesting topic, food fraud, and we want consumers to be aware. And as you mentioned, do your research before you go to the supermarket so you're aware of which brands are the best. Read the labels, and good luck selecting the best food for you and your family. Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you, Jenny Lynn.
Please hit the like button, like our video, and remember to subscribe to the channel Food Safety Smart so you can be notified every time we interview another amazing food scientist. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you.